Mike, nice haircut.
Oh, thanks.
Are we filming?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, why not? We want to still keep doing thumbnails.
No. I was still doing them, and then you were talking, and I wasn't paying attention.
Adam got his hair cut. He shaved his hair. My roommate.
A follower.
Yeah, basically.
No, I'm kidding.
I was influenced, and he just it looks so good all the time. You don't need to worry about it. You don't have bad hair days. You don't get hat hair.
Oh my God,
and I was going
wish.
away for 2 weeks. I was like, what a better time than to go overseas and just shave my head.
Do you
In
shampoo
this
it?
heat?
Yeah. The heat, no, it's also much cooler too. Yeah, it's
You
great.
look like a producer for like Brockhampton or something. Like you make like some sick beats.
Jason told me I look like a cool squirrel.
A cool squirrel.
What does that even mean?
I don't know, man.
What a
It's like
description.
a backhanded compliment.
I'm glad people like it. I thought I was going to get roasted for it because it's just like, I don't know.
I think it looks really nice.
No, yeah, it looks great.
Thank you.
I
Thank
saw
you.
you walking down my street, and I was like, looking good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I just
think
like
I
no
could
bad
do
hair
it.
days, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I think
I can't
you
relate.
would look like a criminal.
I would love to
Also-
see the shaved head. That'd be
Like-
so bizarre.
It would be so, because your hair's so light, so I feel like it would just look like you were bald.
And your eyebrows are a little light too, so it might look a little crazy.
Yeah, right. Everyone like,
Yeah.
you okay?
Have we seen you with a shaved head ever?
No.
Have you ever shaved your head?
No. I used to shave it when I was like in elementary school, but
Okay.
This was like my.
I also feel like mine is like I have like moles and scars. Like I have
Oh, on
I have
your
a very
head.
like patterned scalp where you just be able to see things.
Louis Vuitton on your scalp.
Yeah,
That would be-
right.
I always get jealous when you dye your hair blonde. I'm always like, I wish I could do that. I think this is like as crazy as I can get.
You
Well,
should
you should
bleach.
try.
You should bleach it when it's in that state because it will grow out really, really fast.
I feel-
And
I feel like if you're a guy also. So it's like if you just do it, and then you hate it, you can just shave it.
Shave it again.
Yeah.
That's what Nolan does.
Oh.
He bleaches his hair like every month. And I'm like, I wish I could just do that.
Yeah.
His hair's a little fried.
I say
Shave it
I
off.
say go a little Dennis Rodman and go like tennis color green.
Like do like the patches, like leopard patches.
Okay, ease up. Let's just go for a full dome of just like lime green.
A lime. You want me
Mike
to
is not a lime green
No, I
head
feel like
person.
ease in with a little like blonde.
or like pink or purple?
No,
Maybe
that looks
dark
like you.
blonde.
That looks like you deal ecstasy.
That's what I'm saying. I don't
Well,
want
maybe he
to.
does. What's wrong with dealing ecstasy?
Just the ecstasy with the Jewish star print. Like, all right, guys.
I just
Today's
started speaking Hebrew.
topic is
What's good, everybody? Do your
well,
intro.
okay, well, what's good, everybody? I was gonna come up with like a fake topic to really toss the people off. Like
Oh.
today, we're talking about hair color,
Yeah.
all the different ways to dye your hair.
They just haven't seen the thumbnail or the title of the episode.
Wait, did we agree about which episode?
Yeah, we're
this-
doing pet
Yeah,
peeves.
yes.
Okay. Howdy. Shit. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Good Influences. I am Matt King. We are joined with Mike Sheffer, Aaron Guilfoy, and Carly Incontro. I haven't seen you guys in what's been like almost 2 weeks.
More. I think
like a
Feels like
almost
a month.
Yeah.
A month.
Something.
So I want to say thank you guys for joining us, but you guys don't realize that right now you're catching up on a fresh catch up of just us
Yep.
talking.
Yeah, because you were in Europe.
I was in Europe.
You were in London. I was in the Middle East.
And I was in LA. I was in the Valley.
We were all over the world. Globetrotters, if you will.
And I want to say historically, just so we know for the record, because now we're being filmed. Today is Thursday, September 8th, 2022. We all woke up this morning and we were told that the Queen is in critical condition.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so eerie. Like, what if by the time this comes out, she's been dead for 2 weeks?
She might die
mean,
during this episode.
I know.
Do we get an Amber Alert for that? Like what?
I don't
Maybe
know.
not in America,
I can
but
keep
like I
checking
would
Twitter.
hope.
We've just never had a queen die on our own in our lives. So
Most people haven't. She's 96.
you know, this is her
crazy.
platinum jubilee.
What does that mean?
So when you become the queen, you basically get this like big party, like for your first 30 years, for your first 40, 50, or maybe it's your 50th is when it starts. It's like your diamond jubilee, your golden jubilee, and then your platinum jubilee. So she has been queen for 70 years of her life.
Jeez. Goals.
We can also cut this out, but also by the time this episode airs, you will be engaged.
I know.
I know.
Oh
yes.
my god!
I wanted to say that, but I was like, I'm not going to say it in case he says no.
In case Patricia
Can
says
you
no.
imagine though? It's like, can you imagine though? It's like my engagement day and the queen dies like that day, and just social media is just not focused about me because the queen stole the show. So
I also wasn't sure if you were going to, like, you know, the day you do it, announce it to the world.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
why I was like, I don't
usually
know.
there's
if
like a
I-
grace
we're gonna
period.
do the proposal is gonna happen Thursday, and then we're gonna like share it on Friday.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be like on my
Pretending.
phone that day, and then everyone's
Totally.
having like FaceTime you. We can do all that on our way to the lake, and
Oh
Also,
my
like,
god. Crazy.
A little bit of this is for you too. And you want the world to know.
yeah,
You want the recognition.
I want the recognition. I'm so nervous. We've been talking about it.
We're going to go get the ring after this. I'm so excited.
You know
We're
what?
gonna try it on.
Since I know, yeah, we're gonna all go pick up the
Like-
ring and see it. You know,
so
my
cool.
biggest pet peeve is when you buy an engagement ring and someone's like, "How much was it? How much?"
Rude. I think that's so rude.
Yeah, don't ask people how much.
It's crazy that all these comments, like, you're going to be reading these comments in the future after having been engaged. And
Yeah.
now, like, you can have this memory of being on video before you did it.
I know.
What do you
Oh my
want to tell your future self?
Are you proud? Are you
Post-engagement.
proud of yourself?
Congratulations.
My future self. I hope it goes well. I hope the weather was
Oh my
really
God.
really nice.
If it's not, like, it's gonna happen the way it's supposed to happen, and it's gonna be like the most perfect magical day no matter what. Because we're
I know. Even if it's like raining, that'll be even off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good luck.
Yeah. It's
like rain.
On your engagement day. I remember Matt talking about Patricia, and you were like, I want to text her, but like I don't think she likes me. We were driving out of Palm Springs, and you were so
Yeah.
nervous, and now you're getting engaged.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for like you guys keeping me sane on that entire journey and
We're like,
being
"It's
really
fine."
encouraging.
When you were about to
about
ask
it.
her to be your girlfriend at the beginning of a transcontinental flight, and I said, wait till you land in case she says no.
Right. Yeah, I was about to ask her on that flight, and then I asked her when we got home.
We're just like so mature and like grown now.
know.
It's crazy.
It's gonna be cool. Like we're gonna have just like this nice like jewelry on our hands.
You're gonna look
We-
so normal.
you're putting
with-
Like me and her
Yeah.
yeah,
as
You
know,
What?
because we're gonna be
betrothed.
betrothed.
Oh. Once you get
Shout out to
married.
the
Once
queen.
you
Yeah.
get married.
Like I feel like
Betrothed.
you are such a guy that like would rock a wedding band.
You think so?
You,
I've been like
give-
It belongs
I think it's-
on you.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you should just have one now.
gold
Like,
band.
Yeah,
Yeah.
classic. Don't do like the like weird space rock or like platinum or something. Just
Or like the rubber,
rubber?
black.
Yeah.
Like ones.
don't do that.
no, a nice gold
Maybe
band.
for when you go to the lake in the summer.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't want like a nice one though, because I just don't want to be like
Well, you keep it on. You don't take it off daily, right?
when you go to bed, I guess.
No,
Oh, I keep
no,
mine
no.
on. No, so many people take their rings
I
off.
can't
though.
do anything with rings
Sleeping
on.
with jewelry on?
I know.
I
It's
mean,
part
your
of you
ring.
now.
Yeah.
If you take it off, that means that you're breaking your love.
That's what. Oh.
Wow, that's a really big pet peeve of mine. Someone's phone going
Oh yeah.
off.
Should we start venting?
Yeah.
What?
The queen
She
is
died.
dead.
No way.
Actually,
Yeah,
Wait.
Zane just texted, "Oh my god, guys, the queen is dead. The queen of England."
I would
Isn't that crazy?
That you-
I would
Just
confirm that.
said
Yeah,
that.
that
I
could
would-
be Zane. Could be.
He could have just saw a tweet
I feel
that
like we
says,
would have gotten like a news alert.
No, it says rest in peace on Twitter.
CNN.
No way.
I checked
Doesn't
Twitter.
say it yet.
I checked Twitter. He checks.
Yeah, no, I know. I was like, okay.
Wait.
Okay, no, this one is about someone else.
It says Queen Elizabeth's family rushed to her side as of an hour ago.
Maybe he has a direct source in the
He's plugged
hospital.
into the UK.
It's fucking Zane. Are you fucking kidding me?
You got it wrong.
He goes,
I mean-
I go, where are you reading that? He goes, oh, weird, my Snapchat comments.
And that's why we cross-reference.
God damn.
That's like me on TikTok. They'll be like, "Well, this happened."
Unless someone is like,
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, that was another pet peeve.
keep your phones on silent. Okay.
let the show
Did we say
begin.
that today we're talking about pet peeves?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't remember if that was like the fake intro or the real intro. But
I
we can
got
say
the
it now.
definition, just in case people don't know what a pet peeve is.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Ooh, like where it came from.
No,
Oh,
just
okay.
the definition.
So I'm like, where did it come from?
Something that a particular person finds especially annoying.
Okay.
It's as simple as that.
some people who don't do their full research before they just go out and say something.
Life-changing news.
and
Oh,
it-
I saw it on my Snapchat comments.
Google it, confirm it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't believe if just someone online was saying it. I gotta
No,
check.
same. Unless I saw it like everywhere, then I'd be like, okay, it definitely happened.
Oh.
But
Did you guys prepare pet peeves before?
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure.
Matt,
Go in a circle.
Sure.
you know what my pet peeve is? How Matt never prepares for this podcast.
What do you mean?
Just
Okay.
kidding. I'm just
do?
kidding.
Are
I'm kidding. I'm
you?
kidding. No, I was thinking about
One of my pet peeves is when people go, it's not just that.
I wrote that down as
It's
one of
not
your pet
just that.
peeves.
Wait, what?
I
Like,
love that.
in
Okay.
context?
Now, it may not even bother you, but for me, I hear people do it all the time, and it bothers me because it would be like, say if you're saying a story, you're explaining something, and then I contribute a detail, like be like, oh, like also this. And then the person who's saying the story goes, yeah, but it's not just that. And then they go on about what they're saying.
Oh, I don't know if I've ever like really noticed that.
Yeah. I feel like I've never really heard anyone say that.
It's not just that.
I hear it every week.
Are you talking about somebody like complaining about something and then being like, it's not just that though, it's this too?
It's like a one-upper. Like someone's trying to one-up you in their facts. So if he's talking about the Queen of England and he's saying like, well, she's been the monarch for 93 years. And I go, well, it's not just that. She actually also does
Oh, okay,
and
I
like,
get that.
You're
That'd
just
be
trying to
annoying.
like one-up the person
Got it.
with more info.
It's not
Matt
just
just
that.
grinds Matt's gears.
Or if you're just contributing to what someone's saying and that person is just like, yeah, but it's not just that of what you're adding. You'd be,
it's so dismissive.
it's like obviously
I see.
it's not just that.
I wanna know who
am
does this.
adding to it the
I
conversation.
want to know who does this.
Keep it. I hear it all the time.
Like
All
just
the
from
time.
tons of people?
Oh.
Yeah, I always think it's just like a weird bad conversation etiquette because I think it's actually kind of like rude to the person who is contributing something to you
Sure.
and to shut them down and going, it's not just that.
Yeah, I think like in a conversation like that, people need to be like, yeah, that and also this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like acknowledge that like you are contributing to whatever.
And also, I feel like it happens in the workplace a lot too. If you're having a big meeting and you're having to contribute ideas or figure out what's a big priority, people will override someone's idea or make them look bad by going, well, it's not just that.
yes, it's a way to
Like, you'd be
step.
like,
It's like
well, what
stepping
about
on
this? We
someone
need to
else.
focus on the customer experience. And then some person goes, it's not just that. It's also this. Now that you've like dismissed what the other person said
Yeah.
by going, it's not just that. Obviously, things are not just that.
Yeah. Sometimes the way people just say things is like condescending or
And dismissive.
dismissive. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like they don't
Or-
mean it, but it's like, okay.
And when people say, I could care less. No, you couldn't care less.
That one bothers me too.
I hear
don't
it
know
everywhere
why.
and I want to correct people all the time. But then you are like that fucking dude.
It's not just that. It's couldn't.
Yeah, right.
It's
So
not just could.
those are my pet peeves for now. Aaron?
And now a word from our sponsor, Betterhelp. I know I do this. I'm sure a lot of you do this. When there's a challenge in life, sometimes you just focus on the problem instead of the solution. And for me personally, that adds to a lot of my anxiety. So if you didn't know, I have anxiety. It can be tough to train your brain to stay in problem-solving mode when faced with a challenge in life. Hello, that is my life in a nutshell. But when you learn how to find your own solutions, there's no better feeling. A therapist can help you become a better problem solver, making it easier to accomplish your goals no matter how big or small. I will say I have been in therapy for many, 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 many years now. And by that, I mean like 5 or 6 years, but I feel like that's a long time. And it has helped me so much kind of take myself out of the problem and look at it as a whole, and that way you can sort of see the solution a lot clearer and you're not just stuck ruminating on this problem. I think it's helped so much with relationships with myself, with other people, romantic relationships, and just life in general. It's just great to have a therapist, someone to talk to that doesn't know you personally but does get to know you through therapy. And to me, that's very beneficial. If you're thinking of giving therapy a try, BetterHelp is a great option. It's convenient, accessible, affordable, and entirely online. Get matched with a licensed therapist after filling out a brief survey and switch therapists at any time. When you want to be a better problem solver, therapy can help you get there. Visit betterhelp.com/goodinfluences today and get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/goodinfluences. Back to the episode we go.
Mine is like a good classic. I cannot stand when people are late for things. I'll give you like a, one time type of situation, but people who are like constantly late all of the time and like don't acknowledge it
Right.
Late in
And
the
it's-
sense of like
rolling
30
up
minutes.
15 minutes after they're supposed to and just
15.
And then just being like,
Let's-
"Yep, I'm here." And it's like, "Okay, well, like I was waiting for you for this amount of time and like you didn't text me to let me know you were running late." Like I'm very conscious about the way other people like spend their time, and like I'm never late, and if I'm late, I'm like mortified about it, and I will constantly like apologize over and over again.
Yeah,
like
it's-
wow.
5 minutes.
Oh my God.
If I'm 5 minutes late, I'm like, I'm so sorry.
No, me too. And
Yeah.
I'll like text me like, "I'm so sorry, I'm gonna be like late, a few minutes late." And I just hate when people don't respect that other people have things that they have going on in their life that like they can't just like have that common respect.
Yeah. It's not just that too. It's,
See, that's what it is.
No, I will say though, I'm like, what? Yeah. Like, go on. What else? Like, to me, that wasn't offensive.
no, I honestly saying it, I didn't feel offensive either.
Yeah. I think it's like whoever, I feel like maybe you have like a specific person in mind, and the way that maybe you converse with them, they just come off as condescending.
Did you feel condescended when I said it?
No, I thought that was funny.
Oh, well, because it was a joke. But if I had really said that, would you have been like, ugh?
I would have been like, internally, I would have been a little disappointed in you. As
The worst of Matt's disappointed in
As
you.
Carly, I'd be like, that's kind of unlike her to do it. Usually, sometimes people who say it are kind of like, they're like 30% dick.
it's like a little
Meaning
insecure.
there's a little.
I do need 30% dick, though. not like that, but like I need to be more of a dick, I feel.
I agree. I need to be a little bit more of an asshole.
More assertive, let's say. Not you don't want to be a mean person. Just a
Yeah.
little more assertive.
No, I'm gonna be mean. I think that.
Yeah, but
It's not just that.
It's not just that.
And I could care less.
Yeah. I just
Couldn't.
think that people need to be on time for things that they say they're going to be on time
I
for.
respect that. I've actually taken that into account a lot more after spending more time with you because of how punctual you are.
Oh, thank
Mike,
you. Oh my
you
God.
are not that punctual.
I'm a little
though.
bit lax about like it depends on what the thing is. Like if it's like an airport, it's like okay, we got to be there. But Matt, this is a pet peeve that I know Matt has with me, and I'm trying to work on it. But like we always record Hoot and a Half at Matt's house, and for like years, Matt's house was like 1.5 minutes away from mine. So in my brain, when I'm like, oh, I'll be there at 3, that means I can leave at like 2:55 because Matt's house is a minute away, and then he moved like 15 minutes away. And my brain just never registered. Like, you actually need to leave like 15, 20 minutes early. So I'll tell Matt, like, I'll be there around 2:30. And I'll usually like get there like 2:35, 2:40. So I say
2:45,
around,
man.
I'll say around 2:30 just
No.
because like it's
But
if we-
around 2:45 is not around 2:30 in my brain.
well,
No,
now I've started to
I-
do like 2:30 to 3 just to like
Because I've spent like 15 minutes like kind of waiting on you where I realize I can't do anything because I'm dressed, I'm
tea.
ready, and I'm just sitting there and I'm like, Mike isn't here. So now I got to be on my phone for like 15 minutes. When like if you were right there, because that's when I plan to be ready. I'm dressed and ready to go.
yep.
And then I'm just waiting.
Maybe he has a hard out. Like, you don't know what his schedule is later. I will say, though, that is another thing that bothers me. Carly does it. It's not like a huge pet peeve, but when people aren't like specific
About what time? Yeah.
Yeah, like Carly will say, "I'll be there in a bit," and I'm like, "What does that mean? What's a bit?"
I'll clarify right now. To me, a bit is like between 30 minutes and 3 hours.
No, like
No,
that,
I'm
to
kidding.
me, that's what it is.
that's a while.
No, I'm kidding. A bit to me is like maybe 30 minutes max.
Okay.
So
Well, now I know.
I won't say that because it
Oh, a
bothers you,
bit?
but
I wouldn't think a bit is 30 minutes.
like I'll be there in a bit.
What's a GIF?
To me, like an hour.
a GIF is like 5 minutes.
No, what's a
be there in a
jiffy?
GIF. I'll be there in a GIF.
Jiffy Lube.
But I'm definitely, yeah, like, I mean, Matt's really one of the only people that I like have scheduled things where I need to drive there, be at a certain place at a certain time. So I'm trying to work on that. In general, in my life, I'm not doing things that are super time sensitive.
Yeah.
So,
I don't feel like you ever like recognize my punctuality.
no, I do.
You're very punctual. Matt's
I
always
do.
the
I
first
do.
one at the house.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I recognize it.
Cool.
It's good.
You recognize it just internally. You're never like, you are always on time, Matt.
Do you want me to
bit.
acknowledge out loud? Hey,
What's
thanks
the
for being on
recognition?
time.
That's not even now a pet peeve. That's just like, I need more recognition of my
Okay,
life.
I can
That's
give
fair.
it up.
I also, it's another thing too, and like other people make me late for stuff.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
if like you're
Yeah.
waiting on another person and then like they show up late,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
I'm like, well, now I look like an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Some people have just sometimes it's like a weird power move when I hate it when people operate like everything's on their time.
Oh my God.
Like, I'm sorry, are you in a hurry or something?
Yes.
You're like, I mean, I'm not in a hurry. This is just my time.
Yeah.
I'm giving you my time, and you're not respecting it, and
Yeah.
you'll just be sitting there with them, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Time is a big thing.
I love that this podcast is very like, we come here, we have the time, and then we leave, and then it ends. Other podcasts I do, I wait around 30 minutes, hour, 30 minutes, and I ain't getting paid by the hour. I'm getting paid by the episode. So it's all on their time, but I love them. I respect them.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll be able to work it out. Carly, pet peeve.
Well, I wanted to add, I think it was Stassi Baby. I don't know if she goes by Stassi Baby anymore, but she made it, I think it was a TikTok or reel or something. And it was one of those like, these are the times my friends showed up to dinner. I said to meet at 9.
Those ones.
I swear to God, 2 people showed up at like 10:45. I'm not even kidding. I was like,
Yeah.
I would lose my goddamn mind. Do they order before they get there? Like, I hope they're ordering food. Like,
I remember when that was a trend on TikTok and it would like give me anxiety. And then someone did it for your Hanukkah.
Mike did it.
Yeah.
You did it.
My
and
one and only
I showed
TikTok.
up late. It was like because emo night was the night before. So we were like so hungover and so slow moving. But it was like, one of those things where it was like, it wasn't starting at that time.
I'm
like,
very lax with like timing stuff.
So I was like, we'll just come, and we were the last ones there. And then I was like,
Aaron's
oh my
clearing
God,
the
this
air.
is like
Do you want me to take it down?
Like a public. This is on a public forum.
On a religious holiday? Like, that's not even my own religion. It's somebody else's, which you need to double respect
No, I don't
on.
want you to take it down.
Disrespectful, Aaron. Showing up to a Hanukkah party as the last one. You know what?
Wow.
Maybe
Not
this year,
invited.
we'll see if you get the
I
invite.
wanted to make an entrance because Hanukkah is really about me.
That was a fun night.
So
yeah.
Oh my God, I got so much hate from people too that weren't like invited to that because it like turned into
a party.
like a party, and I just told like
Name one Hanukkah prayer. I would
exactly.
I would have said
I
that to
invited
them.
my two Jewish enthusiastic Gentile friends, and then like the Jews that I know, and then it turned into like a big thing, and then the next night was like Scott's show, and so many people were like, "Huh." So I guess you had a Hanukkah party. Didn't decide to invite everybody, and I was like,
Hanukkah party.
I know,
Like,
When
I know.
have you cared about Hanukkah?
How
Yeah.
do you say piss off and
Lechesdayan.
Yeah, lechesdayan.
Okay.
That's what I would have said
That's
to
pretty
them.
good. Sounded pretty much the same. Yeah.
Carl, did you say your pet peeves?
No, I will say one of mine is, this is very specific to being on the internet, but one of my biggest pet peeves is when someone comments, "Why are you wearing a sweatshirt? You live in LA." I'm inside and the AC is clearly blasting because it's so hot outside.
Yep.
I get that all the time.
People
All
ask you
the
why
time.
you're wearing a sweater.
Yes, it'll just be
it's
such
so
a
common.
random comment. I mean, I feel like I noticed it a lot more like earlier years we'd get on YouTube, but it's like, what do you mean? Like, if you're inside in the summer, the AC is probably going to be blasting and you're going to be cold.
I would never even spend my time commenting that to
100%.
anybody online to be like, why are they wearing that? Like, it's cold in different
I
places.
just don't
Like,
understand it. I'm such a cold girl that like I'm always wearing sweatshirts if I'm inside. If I'm not warm, I'm like freezing. So I'm wearing a sweatshirt inside. Okay, I'm clearing the air.
And like you're just like a
upset.
little tiny baby. Let her live.
But
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
freezing.
understand. You live in LA.
Shut the fuck up. And not only that,
I will say to add on to that, when like it does get a little chillier
Oh,
here.
Dangerous
To
territory.
add on to that,
No, but that was a very mindful to add on to that. That was good.
That was good.
validating.
But
Yeah,
it
to add on
sounded
to that,
like
it's good.
you were.
And to add on to that, Carly.
stupid comment.
No, I agree with her.
Yeah.
To add on to that, it's like when it does get chillier in LA, and then we're like, oh, it's so cold. And people are like, well, it's 30 degrees where
I know.
I am. And it's like, okay, you chose to live
It's
there.
like the temperature Olympics. Well, it's actually not that cold. Like, okay.
Oh, I hate that. I'm like, okay, well, it's cold to me.
You
so
think that's
validate my
cold?
feelings.
Stop invalidating us.
Yes. And I swear to God, your temperature changes. Because, like, we're from hot or cold
yeah, you
places.
acclimate.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not, but.
No, yeah, I'm from
Yeah, you
a
are
very
too.
cold place.
And
yeah.
it's like, I know what winter is like. I know when it's freezing,
Yeah.
sleeting, snowing. I'm
We
still
realize
cold
it's
when it's
ridiculous.
61, okay? I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I'm still cold.
Also, there's like the thing about the desert 61 is different than like a
Yes.
humid
Oh,
61.
1,000%.
Indoor temperature is different from outdoors.
I don't even like pay attention to the weather.
Yeah, Matt doesn't have a weather app on his home screen.
What?
I have 2 weather apps on my
Now,
home
well,
screen.
now I have like a widget, but like
Whoa.
I look at the weather probably 2 times a week.
And
Just-
suddenly I have a new pet peeve.
It's just because I don't know. It's just
How do you
I
know
go
what to
outside
wear?
and I see how it feels.
You do this off the slider.
No, but like, there are days
Mike's
where,
like, oh, it's gonna be so sunny 2 or 3 more days
Yeah,
from
but
now.
like-
I'm like, I'm not even thinking.
No, that is me.
You're thinking
That is
about
Aaron,
like
that is Aaron.
outfits to
It's like a
plan.
sports game about to go down. You're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, it's gonna be pretty sunny on that day.
Because like it'll be 90 degrees and Matt will show up with like
yeah.
long pants and a sweatshirt and it's 90 degrees and I'm like,
To a pool party?
no, like you'll pick me up and we're going to like Mega Yacht or something and it's like 89 degrees out and you didn't check the weather and you probably got up at like 8 or 9, so you just put on like an insane outfit and
But
I
I'm
don't.
gonna be walking through a parking lot. Like I'm not gonna be like sweating bullets.
Yeah, you're just not like temperature conscious, I
Yeah.
guess. Like,
Like, because say
Depends
that you
on the activity.
Say that you feel outside in the morning. What if like it's just a little chilly and then gets to be 90 degrees during the day? Like you gotta.
I'm not spending that much time outside.
That's how I feel too. Like I feel like I don't really wear shorts ever. I don't know why I'm adding to this, but it's like I think about it, I'm like, I'm always wearing jeans or pants. It's like, well, I'm not really hanging outside.
Yeah.
Well, and then I'm always worried because LA, there's a lot of like nice locations and places where you cannot go if you are wearing shorts. So I choose to wear pants because I'm always worried I'm going to
You're
get
gonna end
turned
up there
down
going.
somewhere, or you don't know where the night's going to go, where I'm going to find myself at Patricia's and I don't have a pair of pants there, and then I'm
Yeah.
like, you know, stuck.
I take a lot of pride in like perfectly dressing for the weather.
Me too.
Like,
Yeah, I
like
love-
the fact that I can layer up, knowing that like it's gonna be hot later, so I have this plus the undershirt and like lighter pants. I don't know. I take a lot of pride.
A lot
in
of
it.
tension
Today,
between you today.
I planned which outfit I was going to wear first because, like, okay, well, when I have to change because we record 2 episodes, I'll put on the outfit that I will wear out into the world and be
Yeah.
comfortable in after. Because, like, it was, cooler coming in today, but when we leave, it'll be like 1,000,000 degrees. So I'm like literally just going to be wearing a bra.
No, thinking of 2 different things to wear for these episodes is like my biggest pet peeve. I'm like, how do I don't know.
I don't know. Lately, I've just been doing comfy.
Yeah, I mean, that's perfect.
You know,
You look
just
comfy.
I love comfort colors. These are my favorite shirts. You get these on Amazon.
They're so good.
Amazon for like $14
is
in
nice.
every color, and it's
You just buy a
always a
bunch of
perfect
them.
fit.
And they look timeless too. They don't look dated. Or,
Yeah, they got a nice little like fade already to them. They
Yeah.
still kind of look like frat shirts, but
No, it looks like you. Like it looks like your style, the like faded
Especially the
color.
Little
Thanks.
cranberry.
Yeah.
thanks. You
Mike,
know
I
it's
need
not
to
a
know
pet-
one of your pet peeves because he was like, what did you say this
He
morning?
texts us at 8 a.m.
I said this is gonna be like a therapy session because I'm gonna just vent. Okay.
I love
You
hearing
have a
people's pet
list?
peeves.
I have a list.
I have a
okay.
list.
First, I wanted to run
Well,
this
like,
by you guys.
But is this
Okay.
an ongoing list that you've always have in your
no,
phone?
no, these are just things it took me 8 seconds to like when I just had to think about this. I'm like, oh, I hate this. I
Fair.
hate this. I hate
I was
this.
like,
it all just came to me really quickly. But I want to. This is not a pet peeve of mine, but I know it is for other people. Like people who chew with their mouths open.
Oh, it's not an issue for me.
Doesn't bother me at all. Some people they like leave the room and they're like, I can't. This person over there is chewing with their
Yeah.
mouth open and they like can't deal with it.
I think it also-
Misophonia.
I don't give a
I think
hoot.
it also depends on the person. Like if it's a person who maybe like bothers me already, and then they're doing
Yeah,
it, then
that's
I'll be
fair.
like,
Compounds.
But if it's like if you were doing it, I wouldn't notice at all.
I definitely do it. And I only know because we get comments when
Oh,
we do
yeah.
like eating. Oh,
I-
I, choose
yeah,
mouth open.
I
I don't even
I-
realize it.
I just hang around like a different class of people. And I don't.
You hang out with me?
I
do
don't
it.
know many people who do it, but I have a big habit where when I'm chewing,
You cover your mouth.
I
Oh,
cover
you
my
do.
mouth all the time.
Yeah, you do.
I'm like, if I'm like laughing, if I'm doing like mukbangs, I'm always covering my mouth because I
And I'm
just,
like, wow.
I don't know.
Same.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's also, you can, because someone will ask you a question, you're chewing, you'll be like, what's a good question? I'll just talk, but cover
It
my
I
mouth.
think it's like a
polite.
southern etiquette thing, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I guess so.
And we're just trash.
there's a funny
Midwest
joke that
trash.
you never need to ask a Jew what he's eating. You just look in his mouth.
Oh.
So you choose your mouth
Ew,
open.
what?
Yeah.
Is that really a thing Jews eat with their mouth
It's
open?
like a stereotype, like just old Jews just like eating soup with their slurping it up, whatever.
Well, don't tell Matt. Now he'll use it against you.
I haven't really been around anybody who I've been like, they need to close their mouth.
Yeah.
I
and I feel
haven't.
like that's something that you would say
Yeah.
behind their back.
I hate people who are loud talkers at restaurants where I'm like, they're talking so loud where you can hear them and you're like, I know everything that's happening in your life. Or I'm with someone at a table and they are talking too loud where you're like,
Calm down.
calm down. You were talking for everybody in this restaurant to hear you.
Okay, but what if they were
I'm
having
a shusher.
like an interesting conversation that you wanted to eavesdrop on?
I'll allow it. But usually I'm just
I'll allow it.
disgusted by just like some people's.
I know.
I love
same.
hearing like what you're saying. I love overhearing
Me too.
drama.
Only if it's
or,
juicy.
Yeah, I just like love gossip. Even if
Sometimes
don't
I
know
hear
them.
someone on the phone walking, and I just can't imagine what the person on the other side of the phone is dealing. Like someone who's just screaming.
And they were
then
roommates.
she said to me, "Are you kidding?" And I just imagine the other person is on the other side, just like, "Oh my god, enough already!" And you're just like, who is listening to this crazy person
Yeah.
screaming while they're? I hate it.
Especially like I feel like that's such a New York thing.
Yes, in New York, you see people screaming on the phone all
All
the
the
time.
time.
This motherfucker tried to call, and I'm just like, dude, who are you talking to?
Leaving a
I think
voicemail.
that goes along with it's a pet peeve when like you're in a group of people and then someone's like watching a video on their phone at full volume.
This is one of
Oh,
mine.
yeah.
Or like in public transportation,
Yeah.
and someone is just like playing a video at full volume or listening to music on a boombox on the subway. Like, you're a part of society. Like, this is not
I know.
this is not your living room. Like,
Yeah.
put headphones in the ears. Even like at the beach sometimes if you're like too close to something. I mean, I want just get stabbed.
Like, excuse me. That's how you go. You're like,
I don't have
Like, it's like police with earpods in.
how'd he die?
I
Just
usually am
told someone-
like I'm pretty like confident in telling people things that I think need to be corrected, but I've never told someone like, hey, can you put on headphones, please? Or like, can you lower that? Because I think that people who do that, there has to be something wrong with them.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, they come from a broken home, or the parents who did. I think so. Who listens to volume that loud in public and
Yeah.
didn't have a mom who was like an aggressive discipliner?
Or they're like playing their like lottery video game, like where you just hear like
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
like dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, and you're just like, we're on a Greyhound bus for 8 hours, like.
Like boomers on an airplane too.
Yes,
They're- As soon as
yes.
a plane lands, their phone's blowing up because someone's calling them, and it's like,
Hello, and they all answer. I feel like you'll appreciate this. I was very embarrassed by it because I don't like things with people that I don't know. But we were on a hike one morning, TJ and I, my husband, and this woman was listening to her like Spotify or music, whatever, on full volume on her phone. And
On a hike?
yes. So TJ was so annoyed because we like couldn't get past her or like go by her, and he's obviously like, you know, the same vein as you, like put your headphones in or like don't
What's she
listen at
listening
all.
to?
It was
the
like-
Joe Rogan podcast.
No, it was just like random music. I don't even know what it was. And so then he was like, I'm gonna show her. And so then he puts on like screamo music on his phone at full volume. So now they're like he's like spite listening to music out loud. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so uncomfortable. And I literally like ran away. And I didn't talk to him for the rest of that.
Did the woman acknowledge it? That,
Yeah,
like,
of course she like looked and is like, what is that? Like, why are you doing that? But it's like, I agree with him. Like, don't be
Yeah.
listening to music out loud on your hike.
I will
Yeah.
say, if I like the one time I know I was okay with it is like someone was riding a bike with a speaker and they were listening to like an NPR podcast, and I was like, that's all right.
yeah, I feel like bikes or motorcycles, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, because then they're
It's like
moving
they're just zooming
through.
by.
And he was listening to a podcast. It wasn't like offensive music. It was just like, you know, two people having a conversation.
Infowars.
If like the three of us were having a conversation and then Carly was in the room sitting watching TikToks at full blast, like I would lose my mind.
I'm
That's-
so conscious about that. Like, if someone wants to
yes.
I turn it down. I'm like, oh.
Zane loves Zane. Full
No,
blast.
for
He will
like,
not.
to my
He does not
head.
give a fuck. If he'll be sitting
I
on the
know.
couch just going playing it.
David
You're
does
like,
that too, but I think if it's in your own house,
But I
think
live
it's-
there.
I know, but it's like you're in your own living room. You can
No,
you
but I
can
think
play.
it's time and place. Like if he's just laying on the couch watching TikToks, like that's fine.
Yeah.
But if like you have
But
like,
I'm
group
watching a
of friends
TV
over-
show
yeah,
eating,
Yeah,
and he'll
then
just like
that's-
bump
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
that
I
would
will
annoy me.
Also say my days at Target, you will not believe how many people walk through Target blaring music on their phone.
What?
yeah.
I know, it was so weird. It would make me so mad. I was like, just
I
turn it
love
off.
shopping with headphones in.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, did it yesterday. I was listening to a podcast and so many people kept being like, "Can I help you?" I'm like, "What?"
You listen to a podcast while you shop?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do that too. I don't listen to
Whoa,
music
that's too
anymore.
much. I can't like focus on what I need to buy if I'm like
Oh,
I can only listen to
really?
music, usually like instrumental, because if I'm hearing
I was
like
in
words.
grocery shopping.
Okay.
I was buying lingerie.
I can
We'll
grocery
listen to a
shop.
podcast. The brutal murder of.
Her head was cut off. Her arms were cut off.
I was on TikTok was like telling my cat what will happen if I let it be an outdoor cat.
Yeah.
His head was cut off.
His arms were cut off.
Okay, another pet peeve of mine is people who use internet slang in the real world.
Ooh, guilty.
Like someone who goes LOL or like
Guilty.
LMAO. I'm like, you do that?
I think
I'll
that's
say LOL sometimes if
that's
it's like
come
really
back.
sarcastic.
It's kind of come back.
Or they're
though.
just like,
LOL.
not me jumping in the pool. I'm like, wait,
Yeah,
Oh,
I know what
God.
you mean, but
It breaks
I'm
my-
also
like,
guilty
people
of
I
like
think
it.
there's
TikTok
certain
slang?
things.
anything that
and
like,
that's on.
yeah, like,
And that's the king I married.
like,
They don't even know it. Who's the boomer now?
but like just people who will say something that like you read on the internet that has never been said out loud before, and then you hear it out loud. To me, is just like,
Like if I were to be like, oh, FML.
yes, oh
To
my
me, that's
God.
very like older millennial sounding. Like, OMG, I can't believe that just happened. That sounds like a really bad scripted TV show.
Yes,
They always
yes,
script
exactly.
it to
Yeah.
be like trendy, but it doesn't hit.
If it's, I don't know if it's for if it's too trendy, I think it's really cringe. You can do an old school one like FML, that's fine. But if you're like slay mama, like I'm like,
Chow mama.
That's what I'm
no,
saying.
like,
Yeah.
I'm like that was big like 2 months ago, and like yes, slay.
But
Like,
I'm saying people who do
but
it.
all respect to drag culture and everything. I'm not saying that like people can't be saying slay.
I'm just
'cause
saying-
slay away.
Unironically,
Sure.
someone goes
Like chuggy
LMAO.
people.
Yeah, and just I don't know. It just
His pet peeve is chuggy people.
Is it
that
a
what
pet
it is?
peeve if I say it like, I'm trying to think how I would say it. I'd say it in a way that's really sarcastic.
Yeah.
Like, my cat peed on my couch, LOL.
That's funny.
That's funny.
LOL,
That's funny.
he peed on the couch. Like,
That's
that's, how
funny.
I say it, I think. Or
I'm
like,
saying,
he didn't
like-
show up, LOL.
Like if I spill my
OMG,
beer.
LOL.
For the audio listeners, Matt is
Jake Paul,
dabbing.
calm down, Jake Paul.
Matt is dabbing for the audio
I'm bringing the
listeners.
dab back.
Don't. Like if I like
Give it 2
spill
more
my
years.
if I like spill my water and someone just goes, oh LOL.
Oh, no,
I'm
no,
just
no.
like, don't say LOL unironically.
Out loud.
I feel like I do it when someone like tells me something.
God, my blood pressure is rising right
And
now.
it's like something that's not funny. I'll be like, oh, LOL.
Oh, texting or out loud?
No, like out loud.
Yeah.
Like LOL.
So the person saying something that's not funny,
Yeah.
and you're just
Like,
like,
LOL. Because like I have nothing to say back.
I'm just picturing you at emo night, someone you like don't want to talk to is talking. You're like,
Oh.
anyways.
Just such a
oh, that's
bitch.
the new like bless your heart.
Yeah.
Just like it's like oh mellow.
Bless your heart.
It's like the same.
Okay,
for
another
sure.
one is
Oh,
if
you're just going through
we're
the
both,
list.
got so
if
many.
I'm watching a movie with someone that we both have never seen before, and they go, "Wait, so what's going on?"
Oh no.
We have
Who's
this,
he?
Yeah, we are watching the same movie at the
Yeah.
same time.
Well,
I
what's
want it.
yeah.
I just like
You're like,
go
I don't
ahead.
know.
Yeah, people be like, what's gonna happen?
Yeah,
Fucking watch it.
I'm trying to figure it out too.
I've never seen this.
Yes.
It's part of the movie. Todd and Zayd'll do that like all the time. They're like, well, what's gonna happen? What is she gonna do? And I go,
It's a part of the experience, my
that's the
friend.
whole point.
LOL.
TJ sometimes will be like, who's that? And I'm like,
I don't
don't know.
either.
They haven't been introduced yet.
Oh, I'll do that too, but it's because I'm like, I feel
Yeah.
like this person's already in the movie. I don't know.
I feel like this is probably other people's pet peeves, but I'm notorious for it. Like during movies and TV shows, like I will say what I think is going to happen
Oh.
out loud.
It's only annoying because you're always right.
Oh yeah, if you're right, that's a little
She's
frustrating.
always right, and it's like it ruins it.
Like she's
Yeah.
gonna come back and kill her later.
Yeah.
and then
Patricia though will like finish a line. Like
I do the
she's like a screenwriter. She
Yes.
can like predict it
Oh,
right as the
wow.
line's about to come out, and then she'll just finish it, and the person will
Yeah.
say it. I'm like,
Weird.
how'd you do that? She goes, I could just tell.
yeah. I just believe movies should be watched in total silence. Like unless it's like a funny movie. If it's like a drama or like a mystery, silence.
Oh,
Experience
that's
the
a good
movie
one.
and just like let it happen. But wait a minute. Wait,
No,
wait.
that's
So who is
fucking
that?
annoying.
Wasn't he in another movie?
Yeah, oh
Wait,
my
what
God.
movie was it?
Oh.
I'm like, I can't hear what they're saying now. But I do
will
have like
say
reality
those-
TV too, I will be honest.
I think I just like talk out loud, but sometimes if I'm watching like a show at home and like someone looks familiar, I'm like, who is that?
Yes.
Like, who is that person?
Oh,
and like
I go,
I'll say
oh,
that
they're
out
from.
loud.
I go, they're from that one movie, and they
Yeah.
acted in that one
No,
thing.
sometimes
I'm
I
a
do
big,
that.
yeah.
But I think if a movie's good enough, you will like suppress that urge. If it's like a not great movie, then you'll be like, oh, where do I know this person from? And then your mind
Yeah.
kind of drifts.
I
But
also think it's different if you're like in the comforts of your own home or at a theater. Like at a theater, I'm way more conscious. Like I won't talk
I can't
out
go to a
loud
theater
because
now.
like that
People.
fucking pisses me off when people are annoying.
I don't shush in movie theaters. I go.
you give them
I know.
a heavy look that they can feel. Or like when people open
Yeah.
their phone when you're watching a movie and their screen is on full brightness.
Yeah. The etiquette.
That's why I always sit in the back of the theater.
Do you like to sit
Then
in the
you see
back?
everyone.
I sit in the back because I can, if I need to check my phone.
Oh, that's nice of you.
No one, it bothers nobody.
I don't
you
like
can-
sitting in the back now because I'm like, what if I have to escape? Like, literally, that's my thought.
But then you can see everything in front of you.
I know.
Then you could just go.
Because like, what if?
Yeah.
What if like someone was sitting behind you and then it's just.
Yeah, I know. I literally would always think, I feel like that's an irrational fear. When I was little, when I'd go to a movie, I'd be like, what if someone like hit me in the back of the head right now? Like I would
Yeah.
think that at the movie theater.
Oh, the movies are pretty.
You know what I get pet peeves about is like standing in lines for things, or when people
I agree with that
when
one.
there is a long line and then someone, it's your turn to go up, and then suddenly they act like that whole line that they were standing in didn't exist. You know what I mean?
Wait,
They
what do
just
you
start
mean?
taking their time.
Yeah.
Like, they're not conscious of the fact that the
and they're
reason
like,
it's taking
the
so
person's
long
like,
is,
how can I help you? They go, you know what?
Oh, okay.
what do you have
is
here?
good here is the chicken. You're
Oh my
like,
God, you got to be prepared if you're in that line. What else
Yeah,
are you doing?
Get it together.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to say that you always need to be in a rush in life and
Yeah.
everything, but just like I'm always in mind about how long the line is behind me, whether it's a line for a restroom, whether it's going through airport security, just being mindful of it. And some people, they just right when the moment happens where they need to say what they want,
Yeah.
they'll just go, huh.
It's like, what?
I have two to go off of everything you just said. One of my pet peeves that I have written down is it's so frustrating to me when people don't know how airports work.
Correct.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
Like nothing makes me more mad. And I understand that like to a sense, like that can sort of be taken as like a privilege. Like I travel a lot, so I'm like, your shoes go in the bin, your laptop goes in the
Oh,
bin, like these
security,
things go in
yes.
the bin. Like that kind of stuff. Or people who would just like stop in the middle of like the aisle to like look around at what's going on. It's like walk.
Yeah,
There are
right.
people who need to go places.
Yep.
Like oh
You
my
don't have TSA
God.
pre-check?
I do.
Okay.
Do you still fly commercial?
Okay, Taylor Swift.
Oh my God.
Their private
Yeah.
plane.
It makes me so mad. I'm like, go, do your stuff. Work faster.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of people waiting here. Like go, 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 go.
Yep.
That's one of
yep.
the
And then
Pet peeves I
people
don't think
who like
of till
literally will walk through the thing and then they're like, no, you have to go back. You have to take off your belt. No, you can't be
Oh
wearing your
my
sunglasses.
God.
Yeah.
No, you can't do this.
They have
It's
to
like,
take their
get
phone
it
out of their
together.
pocket.
Yeah.
Like, did
It's
you
like,
not?
What do you do? Yeah, I know. I'm always like, my shoes are off before I'm even grabbing a bin. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm getting ready
We
to.
need to get you on TSA pre-check.
I know I have clear, but I do want pre-check.
No,
It's
pre-check
great.
is
What
so
credit
much
card
better.
do you have?
Amex,
Gold?
Delta. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
gold
the
color,
gold.
but it's not a gold. I don't.
Even if
think.
you don't have a credit card, it's like $85 for 5 years to
Yeah.
be on pre-check.
Yeah, I definitely need to get it. I just haven't thought about
the
it.
best thing in the world.
It's
I know.
amazing.
Because
It's
I
the
have
best.
clear where they take you to the front, which is nice, but you
But
still
then you
have to
still
take
need to
your
go through
shoes
regular
They gotta
security.
get like your picture taken and stuff on Clear, right?
off. Yeah.
Clear
they
looks
do
like
your
that damn
eye.
eye exam where I feel like they're gonna puff a ball of air. And
I know, I
I will say I have both, and it's nice because like sometimes the clear line is shorter than the TSA pre-check line, so then they'll
That's
escort you
good
to
call.
the front of the TSA pre-check line.
Cool.
That's so nice.
So get both is what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Pre-check is like pre 9/11 airline flying. You
Do they
just
Yeah.
you don't have to
Yeah.
take off your shoes. Don't have to take your laptop out. Line is short. You don't get.
That is so
Do they have
crazy
like
that
prizes and stuff? Like goodie bags?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's
did
so
it.
stupid.
But then another thing I was saying is another one of my pet peeves is slow walkers. I think it's because I like walk quickly, but like if I'm with people and then like some people are walking slow or like the group is walking slow and then I have to go
you walk
to that.
really fast
Yeah,
though.
you're-
No, but like
I think we'd be a good
You'd probably
walking
be a good
pair.
pair.
'cause
But like if
I'm-
we're like in a group setting, you're always like a mile
I know,
ahead.
but like half the time it's because people are like looking at their phones and they're like not paying attention. And it's like, go, walk, like move your legs. I think it's also like even at home, like, you know, Sammy walks just as fast as I do, like people who are like small. But I don't know. I can't handle a slow walk.
My best friend would make fun of me in high school. She's like, "You walk so fast. You look like a nerd, like running to class." Because I would walk really fast in school.
Yeah.
yeah, no
and then
valid.
getting stuck behind people because they're walking too
Oh,
slow,
when
like
you're
on the
just like
sidewalk.
trying to juke around them and you just can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just
Yeah,
gotta
faster.
Just chill. It's okay. We'll get there.
No.
I will not be chilling.
No.
Just meditate. You'll be fine.
I just think just lack of awareness of like in public.
I hate when people aren't aware. Even like just in general, not aware of like how their personality is coming across to somebody, or like I don't know how to explain it.
I'm
But
not
if they're online
too-
saying stuff, I'm like, what?
I'm
Be
not
aware.
like too impatient of a person when it comes to like dinner. Obviously, if you're spending a lot of money at like a nice restaurant, you can really kind of like maybe take your time. But like people when they're ordering food just like don't know what they want.
Yes, and they're like, "Well, what do you have here?" And it's like, okay, first of all, there's a menu in front of you, so read
And a
that.
chef has made it.
Yeah.
A chef has figured out the damn dish. Unless you are allergic to
dish.
like some chives, tell them no chives. But like then when you have to deconstruct it and make the whole dish in a way
Yeah.
that the chef didn't even know he could make it, where I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you really doing?
You would hate one of my best friends. She loves burgers, and anytime we go to a restaurant, you know how they make burgers at restaurants, it's like 10 different ingredients on it. And she'll be like, okay, could I get it without everything except for just the patty and the bun?
Oh, no cheese or anything. This is
No.
bread.
No pickles, onions, lettuce,
No,
tomato.
it's literally just the patty and the bun.
That is disgusted by her.
Something happened in childhood. Like there's like some kids who are like picky eaters. If you are like near 30 years old and you are like, that's gross, or I just need chicken fingers and ketchup, switch it up. Something bad happened.
Can I have just spaghetti with no sauce on it? Like just butter and spaghetti?
Okay, well that's good.
I have a cousin who like is
butter
still
noodles.
a real weird like picky eater. Like she's still caught in that like I don't know, that weird like I just want a
8-year-olds.
PB&J. Oh, nothing on this menu I like, or like her mom still has to make sure that there's something that she likes. I think you need to see somebody and recognize that it is a problem. And I want to say, if you are a chicken fingers and ketchup and you have no sense of like,
just say David's name.
Is David Dobrik's like that?
Well, no, he just eats like kid stuff. You know, he's always eating like chicken tenders or
It's time to switch it
whatever.
up and recognize you have a problem. But then you know what? Go and explore all the figure out what you may or may not like. Stop staying safe.
I used to be like that though, so I recognize it. It's just so easy to stick with what you know.
Yeah.
Because the worst is when you go to a restaurant, you're hungry, and you feel exploratory, you try something, and then you fucking hate it. Not only are you still hungry, you just spent a bunch of money on food you're not going to eat, and you didn't get to enjoy your meal. So like trying new foods is always this risk when you go to a restaurant. I've learned to like overcome it and figure out things that I like, but
I need pictures.
Yeah,
I
pictures
need
are
some
good.
photos. Well, because I
Here's-
don't know what I'm reading. I'm like, I don't know what
Google.
any of these.
Google it before.
I know I
do
do,
some
that's why I-
research before
like,
you go to the restaurant. But at
I
noon,
do.
if there's a restaurant
I
I'm
need to
eating
look it up.
at tonight, I'm looking up every single TikTok someone's made of it.
I
I'm
love
learning
that.
the research about the restaurant. I'll watch a
Yes.
YouTube interview with the chef.
What year was it?
Because then it makes me like really excited to try the dishes.
I cannot deal. This might be just a me thing, but if someone wants to send their food back,
Oh no.
I need to leave. I can't be at a
Oh.
table with someone who's like, the pizza's like different than I had it last time here. Can we just like get it redone?
No.
I'm leaving.
I
Like,
would eat it. The whole thing.
Yeah, I can't. I just feel I know how difficult it is to be a server and just like how much bullshit they deal with. Like, I don't know. That is a crazy thing to me. That
Interesting.
Sometimes I'll turn back or sometimes, meaning once every 2 years,
that's dancing.
a cocktail, because then I'll ask about if I'm really trying something new. I'm like, is it like this? And the person's like, it really is like this, but like
Cocktail's easier. That's
if
not a
there's
full.
something. Usually, I can sense the relationship with the server where they won't even mind if I turn it back.
A cocktail is also easier because that's just a bartender. It takes 30 seconds to 60 seconds to remake the drink. But like if you get your like whatever chicken dish or your pizza and it's not exactly the way you want it, you got to just suck it up or order something else. But like, excuse me, can you come here? Yeah, this is not the way I'm normally used to. Like, there's like tomatoes on it. Can we just like send it back? And I want to. It's
That
insane.
person seems like nice. When I was in Italy, I witnessed most like a jarring thing. It was like small table, so it was us, another couple, and then like a family. It was a
At a
man, his
restaurant or
wife, and
something?
at a restaurant, and his 2 daughters. And they all got their food. I didn't watch like him try it or eat it or whatever. But our waiter just comes walking by. He picks the like chicken or whatever up with his hand. He goes, "This is inedible." And I literally was like, because one of my biggest pet peeves is like being rude in another country.
Oh,
Or like
yeah.
people
Yeah.
who just have like
Was
no
he American?
awareness in other countries. Of course. And he's
Yeah.
from New York, so
Yeah,
God.
entitled.
it
Assholey.
was so uncomfortable. And the waiter was just like, "Oh, like I'm so sorry. Like, what can we do?" He's like, "It's inedible. It's inedible." And it's like, if you're gonna send something back, like communicate.
I have the
like,
chills. That
no.
is just the most horrific thing I've ever heard.
Did you give him a look?
Yes. And the couple next to us, we were all like looking at each other. We were like, oh my God. And then his poor daughters, who were like teens,
Oh,
were
God.
so mortified. Like they were like this.
Oh my
I was like,
God.
I couldn't even breathe. I was so uncomfortable. Like
Yeah.
nothing is, I could never.
If something's wrong, I'll definitely say something, but I'll be really nice. Like, I'm so sorry. Like,
Same.
my side was supposed to be this. Like, is there any way? I'll be
There's-
so nice.
there's-
Yeah, no, if you get something wrong.
Or if there's
Okay.
glass,
Then you can-
what if there's glass? Being like, I don't want to.
No, like, but if you order like a chicken sandwich and they give you pasta,
Yeah.
then it'd be like, hey, I think I
Yeah.
got the wrong thing. But like, if you ordered a, spaghetti and meatball pasta and you get a spaghetti and meatball pasta, be like, I don't like it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could
Just,
never do
you
that.
gotta just eat it.
I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes even if I order like a steak and I ask for it one way and it comes like a little bit more red, like I'll still eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just like
Oh, it's
suck
so
it
good.
up. But like when I was in France on the flight, they serve you like you get the meal and they brought fish and I am literally like allergic to it and I didn't say anything.
Didn't
I
know
was
that.
just like,
Did you
Did
eat
you eat
it?
it?
no.
Oh, I was like,
I ate like a rat. I ate the bread and like other
Around
stuff,
it,
but I was
yeah.
gonna be like, take this back.
Yeah, yeah.
You're allergic to fish?
I have like intolerance to it. It just developed recently. It's very
Oh.
unfortunate.
I'm sorry.
late onset.
It's really traumatic. But like
allergy.
I could never.
Oh, because we're gonna go to Long John Silver's after this. Damn it!
I'll get the prize.
I don't like when you ask for the time and someone doesn't say the exact time. Like if it's 10:30, it's 10:28 and someone says, "Oh, it's 10:30."
Oh.
I always say it the exact time. I don't know what it is, but I'm just like, is I always say, is it actually 10:30 or is it like 28 or 31? Like what is it?
Oh, I think I fall victim to that. Where I'll
Yeah,
be
I
like,
don't know
oh,
that I
it's
would-
like around 6.
You always got to
No,
round.
I gotta know exact.
What?
Yeah, I always round up. I would feel so weird. It's 9:13.
Really?
Yeah, it's a little after 9.
I love knowing the exact
A
time.
little after 9, you wouldn't say 9:15.
If it's 9:13, I'd be like, oh, I'd say it's almost 9:15.
Okay, yeah, that's
That's
fine.
what I would say. I think I'd give a little context, but
I would say 3/4 till.
If you said a little after 9 and be like, what does that mean?
No, if you said it's almost
That could be
9:15, I
anytime.
would pull up my phone to see exactly what time it is.
I just think it's
For no
weird to
reason.
say if it doesn't end or a 5 or a 0. That's a weird time to say out loud. It's 12:46.
Yeah, no,
What?
no, yeah, I'd say
I say that.
12:45.
So Carly, if you looked at that clock, what time is it?
It's 10:24.
I'd say
100%.
10:20.
I would say it's almost 10:30.
What? I can't.
You'd say it's almost 10:30?
Yeah.
I'd say 10:25.
Because what in
10:30
your
in a
okay?
bit.
Let me ask you this.
No, I would say
In
it's
6 minutes.
10:24.
In 6 minutes, it would be 10:30.
But what in your life is going down to the minute? Like people always
Nothing.
schedule
I'm
things.
not like even in a rush or anything. It's just something in my brain. I just like to know the exact time.
And they have to take birth control.
so true, Matt.
Oh, girls. Oh.
So you
That's
should
what
like
it comes
respect.
down
You
to.
should respect
Knowing
like,
the
girls
minute?
and when they
Okay.
need
Yeah,
to take birth
you
control
should.
because they may have to take
So
it
really,
and
you're
they
just
want to know the
sexist right
time because they have to take
It's
the pill
dire.
every day.
It's coming from a sexist place.
Okay. In my mind, it's like if you have an appointment, it's either at like 9:15, 9:30,
Totally.
9:45, 10. So it's just you got to just know which one you're closest to,
Right.
and that's all the info you need.
I know, but it's just how I've
Or
always
just
been that way.
buy a watch.
What's
It's interesting.
I have a
that- It's interesting, like that's a thing, but then you'll say I'll be there in a bit.
To me, it's different. I also think the Midwest, like we always said in a bit, and then we just
Yeah.
I feel like you say that when things are lenient anyway. Like if we had an appointment, I wouldn't be like, I'll be there in a bit.
Yeah.
It's just like, let's record the podcast between these times. Like, okay, I'll be
Right.
there in a bit. I'll say one more that I feel like is probably common, but it really drives me crazy when someone is driving in front of me and their blinkers on and they're not going anywhere and they keep it on. Like I can't even look at it.
That falls
I'm
under
like,
my umbrella of people who can't drive well.
Yeah.
Well, that
Oh,
sounds like an
yeah.
act, like that they're doing it and they just don't know.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Like their music's probably loud so they can't hear the clicking.
that's-
I usually, if I see someone like that, I'll just get away from them, like on the road, because
Like
to me, it just indicates that they
unhinged.
don't know what they're doing. And
Yeah.
like, if they are this unaware, I don't want to be close to them on a highway, because
that's fair.
Yeah.
It just really bothers me. I'm like, pick a lane, and then I want to like scowl at them when I drive by them. 'Cause I'm
Right.
like, do you know that it's on?
You flip them off for an accident.
No, I definitely would do that.
I
Like,
whenever
shut up.
if I ever make like a mistake driving and I know the person's gonna pull up and like look at me, I dead stare forward. I never want to make eye contact with someone that I
I
messed
like
up with.
acknowledge. Like there have been times where like, oh, that was my bad, and I like,
yeah,
fucking,
you
I'm
will.
like, sorry,
You'll be like,
because
because that was me.
I am very easily irritated when I drive because like we live in California and frankly no one can drive here.
It's
Like,
really crazy how
like,
people go here.
I'm also from Massachusetts, so like I've got a high bar.
Yeah.
We are crazy.
Yeah.
So I am so easily irritated by people like over the dumbest things in terms of driving, and like that's why I always need to drive, because like little tiny things that people do when they're driving, I'll be like, why did they do that? Why would they do that?
And
I
that,
would do it this
I
way.
like when she drives because that gives
Yeah.
me anxiety. Because I'm like, she's probably like judging my driving.
Like even Mike, like objectively, you're a good driver.
Oh, thank you. Wow, that's a new compliment.
But like they're,
I mean,
yeah.
you're not a bad driver.
Yeah,
because
like,
I would
you-
call him a New York driver.
No, you're like
or-
you get to where you need to go. You drive like safely, but like I'll like sit in the front seat and be like, why does he keep putting his brakes on? Like, why is he doing this? Like, it's
He'll
like
never drive again.
no, but it's like little things like that. Like, I'm so easily annoyed by.
Wow.
I was like that today, but I didn't want to
Yeah.
stress you out.
Oh yeah, I don't
About
like
her?
I don't like a backseat
It was
driver.
it was the accent. I was like, she should be getting out. She should be getting out. But then I was like, you know what? I don't want to.
Okay, let's clarify. The
Aaron.
Tesla had me go off on an exit, and then it changed to a different exit.
I didn't see the change. I always saw the Haskell exit, Aaron.
But then I was like, but then I asked, I was like, oh, you saw that? Why didn't you tell me? And he's like, oh, I didn't want to. But like, that's a direction. Like, you gotta.
But
I
I
just thought
get
you
it.
would
I
be-
would be scared that you'd be like, no, but I know what I'm doing.
But we hadn't seen
I feel
each
like
other.
you do that,
We
which is
hadn't-
fine.
Yeah, we didn't
But it's
see.
clear on the screen. Just be like, you have to take the next exit.
Yeah, but sometimes you have Google Maps up because the Tesla one sucks. So I thought maybe you had Google Maps up.
I don't know.
You usually have all the answers and you got it down. So I was like,
Yeah,
I don't
that's
want
why-
to.
yeah.
I don't want to question. I don't want to be like, you're wrong, Aaron.
It's not about being wrong. It's just be like, oh, it says go to the next one.
There is a thing.
I got you. It's okay. It's in the past. I have a pet peeve.
Oh,
I have a
sure.
pet peeve.
Okay.
I hate when people say, I love that for you.
Oh, that's so
Really?
condescending.
Which is very.
Wait, I feel like I say
become
that a lot, but I don't mean it condescending.
Just say, oh my God, I love that. Because when you add in the for you, there is a little bit of, I think, a hint of, what the word, condescension.
There's like
Is that
snark.
a word?
There's a little snark.
Yeah,
It's a little stark because
not for me, but like for you.
Yeah, good luck with all that.
you put them in this status where it's like, oh my God, I would love that for any of my friends, for good things to happen that they're excited about. Yes, it's for them, but it's not. It's just this weird add-on that's becoming very, very common where I love that for you.
But if it's said-
yeah,
'cause what
we
if
say it a
someone-
lot, I
We do,
feel.
we do.
But I never take it as like
No, I don't either.
condescending. I'm just like, oh, love
It
that.
might be in a way.
But-
Okay, say you just bought a house. I was like, oh my God, I love that for you.
Yeah,
Ooh.
but say that I just bought a 1-bedroom apartment while meanwhile like you own like a house.
Okay, but I think
and
Well,
then
but that's
and
not-
someone
I think
goes,
that's-
I love that for you.
No.
Like,
Okay,
or-
well, that's the way that they're saying it. I love that for you. Like,
But-
Yeah, I
if
wouldn't
you
say
say
it-
it in a different way.
And I don't say it to mean I'm not trying to be.
Imagine if you
condescending.
were super, super rich and you drove around like in a Lamborghini, you're always living the high life, and I finally bought my first car, like a little Toyota Prius.
That
I'm
would
like,
be
I just bought
con-
my first car, and then but you're the type of person who's coming from a higher status to go,
Okay.
I love that for you.
Okay, but
That's rude.
That's like a status thing.
Correct,
That's like,
but some people, you need to be mindful of what you're saying. I love that for you
Like
about.
if Kylie
like-
Jenner was like, I love that for you.
They're
You'd be like,
implying. They're
bitch.
trying to imply status by saying it.
In a way,
Interesting.
I
I don't agree.
hear.
me neither.
I don't agree, but
I think it.
it
Well,
depends. There's a lot
I
of
love
moving
that for you.
factors.
yeah, you should.
Thanks. Yeah,
Just be like, say other things than I love that for you.
Yeah,
Like,
say, oh, that's so
how
great. I'm so
thr-
happy.
How thrilling.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
so
but what if-
happy
That's so
for you.
exciting.
I'm so happy for you. Not I love that for you.
Okay, but that's the difference.
You're saying
Like,
it
I
in
love
a
that
condescending
for
tone.
you. Like
do
in
you-
your facial expression.
It's like let's eat
for
grandma
you.
versus let's
Yeah,
eat
like
grandma.
if Carly was like, "Oh, I spent the weekend like watching Real Housewives," I'd be like, "Oh my god, love that for you."
Yeah, you say that a lot, and it's like
No,
very
I still
normal.
kind of hear it like Matt, like, really?
Interesting.
It seems like you're like, you know what? Have fun with all that in your elementary version of living where you get to watch a TV show all weekend.
Whoa.
Good for you. I'm going to go out here and be a real good person.
Okay, yeah, we
Whoa.
have way different interpretations.
I don't.
of
Yeah, I
this.
don't see it like that at all.
I think you guys have hopped onto the trend of it, and
Yeah,
you
maybe.
blindly have been using the.
Or maybe you're just
Insecure.
projecting.
Insecure,
You're
yeah.
projecting.
maybe because of
The thing
whoever.
is, rarely is someone saying, "I love that for you." I hear other people say it to other people, and I go, "That's a little rude."
Interesting.
To me, it's like quirky. Like, oh, I love that for you.
Yeah, I think it's just the way we say it.
Yeah, like I would never be like, oh, love that for you.
Like, okay,
like, I'm not
if
saying
you
it.
But
don't,
still, even if you
Love that
said
for
it
you.
perky, I'm still hearing that like.
Interesting.
like if you like when Matt dyes his hair, if someone's like, "Oh, I love that for you," it's like, why? Why can't you just
Like,
say?
why don't you love it for yourself?
Yeah, why don't you just say, "Oh, I love that"?
Yeah, I think maybe like if you dyed your hair, be like, oh my god, I love your hair.
Right.
Like I
Yes.
wouldn't say I love that for you. I think it's like
It depends.
It totally depends.
Because where did this phrase come from, though?
So
Because
mad
now
about
everyone's saying
Love
it. It's
that
now
for you.
the title of a show, and it's just become this new hot phrase that a lot of people are saying. But before, you could say, "Oh my God, that's thrilling! I'm so happy for you." That is
I-
sincere, honest,
you.
and true.
Didn't it start?
But
I'm
you're
happy for you.
You're
Yeah.
happy for the person.
Yeah.
You're not like, "I love that for you."
I think it
That's
also.
how you're hearing it.
No, but didn't it start from like some movie or something where they were saying
don't
it? It sounds like a
know.
Mean Girls line, you know?
I feel like a lot of things are taken from
You just like
gay
left your hand
culture.
like a little long.
Just feel like you need a little love. Yeah, for me, it's like I feel like I don't say it with anything serious. Like if you're like, oh, I got engaged, I'd be like, oh my god, I'm so happy for you, congratulations.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, I love that for you. But if you were like, oh, I had my first pumpkin spice latte of the season, I'd be like, oh my god, love that for you.
Yeah, that's a difference. I think we say it with little things.
yeah,
like I
not
watch
like
Housewives.
big life moment.
Like it was like my Halloween village. You'd be like, "Oh my god, I love that for you!" Like that I
Yeah,
got a new
but would
little
you take
addition.
it as like
I mean, yeah, I still would for something as
Interesting.
silly as a fucking Halloween
even
village.
if you know my intention is like I mean no.
I know that
harm.
deep down they don't mean harm. I just like
It's just
I think it's
a
so
pet
mean.
I
peeve.
just
meaningful
hope
also that it comes
somebody
from.
doesn't say it and you end up actually hurting people's
Yeah.
feelings for it because I just think it's like not a dangerous phrase, but it can carry some thorns when
Yeah.
used in the wrong context.
Just like be mindful of how you're using. I love that for you,
yeah.
and definitely don't say I love that for you.
For you, dumbass.
I don't know. I think
Bitch.
change your vocabulary on how you say it. That's
Loser.
just me.
Any updates on the Queen?
Oh,
You were the one who said put your phone away.
Queen updates.
who said put your phone
Queen
away?
Lizzie.
Patricia got a brandy. Oh my god, she is dead.
She is.
No.
The Guardian just put it out. She's
Britain's
dead.
longest serving monarch, a beacon of stability in a decades-long region, died in Balmoral Castle in Scotland.
96 years. You know, she took the throne as a young, at like 20-year-old, I believe.
Jeez.
So like she had an amazing life. Did a lot of stuff in her lifetime. Ruled for quite some time, and she was a woman. So that just goes to show if they can do it, so can we.
And she was the
can be a
longest
queen.
serving monarch in British history.
R.I.P. to Queen Lizzie. Like, what an amazing reign she had. Such a long time. So sad for a lot of people, I think. But, like, you know, she lived a great life. 96?
Yeah.
That's a great life.
It's crazy that she, like, for 96 years, everybody that's been born has known that she's the Queen of England.
Oh my God, yeah.
That's an insanely long, like, nobody, there's maybe a few 100,000, not even, maybe a few thousand people that are still alive when she was not the Queen of England. What do they say? God save the Queen? Long live the Queen?
Yeah, God save the Queen.
That's just wild that, like, in the beginning of the episode ago, today is September 8th, 2022.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
been noticing this could happen over the episode.
So
and we
wait,
captured
hold
it.
on. So Zane's Snapchat comment was
It was
valid
right.
source.
Inside source, it must have been a nurse.
Oh, she's dead. Let me get on Zane's Snapchat and just need to go inform all the influencers.
Well, my last pet peeve, I would say, is when people don't pick up after their dogs.
Oh,
Oh, that's a good
Oh,
one.
poop?
Yep.
jail.
Yeah.
Send them
It's
to the
rude.
fucking.
It's just rude.
Yeah, I will literally, when we take the dog for a walk, if I see poop, I'm like, I get so mad. I'm like, what were you thinking?
What happens if you don't have a bag?
That has happened to me before.
Correct. It's happened to me. But I always pick it up.
Yeah, like in the neighborhood, we normally figure it out, but there have been like times, but like luckily it's been in places where it's like, okay, this is okay. But like on someone's front yard,
Oh, yeah.
like and you're walking your
so
dog, that means you
rude.
have like access to a nearby, like you live nearby.
Yeah,
You
go home, get the
Get a
bag.
bag, pick it up.
I'm
Don't
with
be
you on
rude.
that. Do we have fan submissions for this one? Or?
So many.
Oh, okay, let's do
hear
a
it.
few.
Wait, can I say one more? I
Oh,
feel like
sure.
people are going to disagree. I hate when podcasts have an intro that's like longer than 5 seconds. Not an intro,
yeah.
sorry, an intro song.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
like, God, just get to like, what the fuck is this acoustic thing?
Don't you guys?
Hoot and a half with Matt.
It's like 6
King and
seconds.
Mike
No, if it's like a one-liner, it's fine. But I've heard podcasts where it's like an acoustic guitar for like, I swear to God, 3 minutes.
You would
and I'm
hate
like,
the armchair
God.
expert one.
No, I do. I
You-
fast forward
Grits
through
to
it.
Glam, Patricia's one. It's like,
I can't
I
stand
don't mind it.
can
I
we
like-
have a theme song on this? Can we ask fans to submit a theme song and
I
we
would
pick our
love-
best one?
Yeah.
If they want to.
like Who Weekly? I listen to that podcast.
Less than
they
10
have
seconds.
one. Well, they have like a segment one that I really like, but I don't know. I don't mind it. I like a little jingle that like I know that connects me with what I'm listening to.
Okay. I think we could use one.
Okay. Well, if it's less than 10 seconds.
So less than 5 seconds.
I mean, it can be less
Yeah,
than 10.
it's got to be fast.
Less than 5 good influences. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it
Let's
out.
get to some fan subbies. Okay, the first one. My parents are always congested, and my biggest pet peeve is when they clear their throats 24/7. So I think that opens a bigger topic of do you care when people clear their throats?
Not at all.
I mean, if it's like over and over and over and over, yeah. I get the parent thing. I feel like that's a common mom thing. Mom's always coughing.
Yeah.
I always see on TikTok.
Time
people are
and
so annoyed with
place.
their parents.
Time and place to clear your throat.
I don't know. Yeah. If you're like walking around going like, I'm like,
I mean,
Yeah.
the way that you do it, that's a different. Going is different than just like,
Yeah.
that's fine.
yeah.
Okay. I'm a person who gets annoyed easily, but my biggest pet peeve is singing. I love singing with friends at a concert or in the car while blasting music, but I hate when people sing out loud randomly, like singing with no music.
They hate
They're
Aaron.
always trying too hard and don't sound good. It's just, I don't want to hear someone's voice if there isn't music playing. I don't know if this just bothers me or maybe others too. Curious to know if it bothers you guys.
If they're, so you're saying,
I think
If
if
they-
someone was
if-
like, whoa, like walking around like,
but not being funny, but kind of a good singer.
No, the person saying it's not a good singer.
but I think they
Or
think they're a good singer.
Yes, I hate that.
Oh, when everyone's like, and they do this, and you're like, we're not in the studio with like just.
There's always that girl like in middle school or high school who like
Yeah.
think they can sing and they're just like, like
no.
they're
Yeah.
wanting someone to be like, you're a good singer.
Yeah.
Piss off. Get that shit out. This ain't
That's
Camp
funny.
Rock up in this shit.
Camp Rock.
I will say I randomly just like sing, but not songs. Like I'll sing,
Yeah.
I'll be like, ooh, I'm thirsty. You know, like,
Yeah,
but like
all the
I don't know that I'm doing it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm thirsty.
yeah, like I'm not auditioning for American Idol.
Yeah.
So like I didn't know where this one was going, but I don't know if that would bother you, but I
It's
do
not
do
like,
that.
where is the love?
Yeah.
Matt does a lot of musicals just around the house.
Oh, see, I love that.
I do.
Yeah. I'll just like show up and he'd be like,
on the outside, always looking in. Will I ever be more than I've always? Yeah, I do that a
Oh, I
lot.
love that.
I go
Yeah.
a little crazy.
well, the sun will come out tomorrow. Be a bet your
God.
bottom. And I'm just like, Matt, can you come down here for a minute?
Tomorrow.
That wouldn't bother me. I think
No, it
it's
doesn't
like when
bother
the
me at
people
all.
are like,
I think
I'm good, right?
This
Yeah,
person
that
just
would bother
doesn't
me.
like to see people enjoying their life because like it's just let them be. Or chill out.
Yeah. I
Chill out. Eat a moon pie.
Okay. My pet
stop
peeve.
killing people.
My pet peeve is people leaving lights on. It drives me crazy, especially when I had roommates. Some of them would leave their lights on after they locked their door to leave. We had bad relationships with each other, so we all locked our bedroom doors. That's whatever.
Shutting lights on actually. Is she trying to be energy conscious or she just doesn't
Probably.
like looking at it?
No, probably the
I
energy
learned
thing.
recently that accidentally having a light on is just like such a small amount of power.
Nowadays.
and power bill. Where you know that, have you seen that guy on TikTok who gives like parents tips? He's like, parents, do better.
Yeah.
Where it's like, don't yell at your kid over a light or something. He'll say, because some parents will like scream at their kids over leaving a light open and it's borderline abusive. Like you don't need to have a severe punishment for leaving lights on. But I was turning my lights off out of just etiquette. But to stress out about it, it's like, are you worried about the energy spending bill?
That's probably what it is.
It's not that much.
It kind of bothers me. I would say that if like I'm on the couch, I can think of a specific example. I'm on the couch, we're watching a show, and then TJ gets up to like get food or something and turns on the kitchen light and then comes back over and sits down and leaves it on. Like that would bother me.
Because of the glare on the TV?
Yeah, and just like having it there. Or like if he goes to the bathroom and like leaves the light on when he comes back to sit, I'd be like, turn off the light. Like, why do we need like the light in the hallway?
I am with, if you're like trying to set a mood and the lights are fucking up the mood, like you're watching a movie or it's like dark and nighttime, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
But like during the day, if you just like go out for an hour and you forget to turn your lights off, in like the 70s, 80s, 90s, light bulbs were really inefficient. So if you left your light on, it would like significantly add to your electric bill. But like LED lights and all this, like the Hue, those lights, you can leave that on for like a full year and it'll cost you like $20 for the year or something. Wow. So it's way more energy efficient now, but I think that it's left over from like our parents' generation where it's like, you left the light on, that's $10. Like, what are you doing? That's a meal. But now it's like, not the biggest deal.
A weird pet peeve I have about lights is when I go to someone's house and their lights don't match. Like they'll have the harsh
like
white lights with yellow lights.
Oh yeah,
and they're like it looks like one section of this living room looks like it's a like you're in a hospital room, and then the other one's a nice kind of glow of a den. Like make a match, make a match all throughout your home.
You told me that when I moved into my house. You were like, Mike, you got to get better light bulbs, and I was like, I didn't even understand.
It was
no, but it's so much better. You're right. When some things people just need to,
and don't get those harsh white light bulbs. Just don't do it.
Yeah,
it makes your room look sterile and weird,
like an office or a school or something.
I used to love
lights.
that. I used to just I wanted to get the brightest possible light always. I don't know why. Just like at night, I want it to look like daytime. Not anymore. Now I have the Philips Hue. That's great.
Oh yeah, I love Philips Hue all day. And I got the switch that I can like hit right when I walk out of.
Yeah. TJ has all of that in his office. And when he leaves, sometimes he doesn't turn it off, and I have no idea how to do it.
Yeah.
So that's also a pet peeve.
Right.
Because I'll be like yelling at Alexa. I'm like, Alexa, turn off office.
It doesn't work.
Like one of them will turn off.
Yeah.
Should get the switch.
I don't know. It's not for me.
$30.
I don't go in there.
Put it on the wall.
Are they like the LED strips?
I literally have no idea. He has like physical lights that are on like things, and then strips, and then he has this whole thing. But like it's his space.
Yeah.
It's like you do your stuff, but you can't abandon me with it on.
Yeah, I need it all.
Here's my pet peeve: long audio text messages.
Oh,
that's
I like
a great
those.
one.
Such a good pet peeve.
I wish you could say.
like
I wish you could say save though immediately, because you can't save it until the full thing gets played.
Yeah, you can.
How?
You can set in your settings to auto save all of them.
That's true. Yeah,
That's what I do.
But it also won't go away until you listen to it, right? So you don't have to really save it. It'll still be there.
It
disappears
but
from your
sometimes
phone,
like
not
I'll
theirs.
get like a knitting thing from Brooke or Sally Dar, and they're explaining a whole knitting thing, and I'm sitting there like trying to do it, and then I'm like, oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, because you have to like then listen to the whole thing again.
Yeah.
You can't. Yeah, you should be able to fast forward or
through it.
So annoying.
Yeah.
And then like if you're listening to one and it's so long, and then your phone like goes dark.
Yeah, and then it stops,
And then
it
you have
starts.
to start it over.
I think that's more of an Apple thing that they need to fix that. But also, it is like a time thing where it's like if someone is like in a meeting or something, or they're trying to get somewhere, I don't have time to listen to 90 seconds of a voice note.
Call me.
Yeah, call me or
Text it or
use
something.
the text to speech thing.
Yeah.
And even if it's a little janked up, sometimes it makes sense. Like if you're in a flow and like it's clear that you can voice note back and forth. But yeah, you like
I think like 30 seconds max.
yeah. They
don't
should
have the
put a
attention
limit. They should
span.
put a limit on it.
Yeah.
There's no limit.
I think it's like 2 minutes is the
The
limit.
limit doesn't exist.
Unless it's
Girls.
a juicy gossip story, then I'll be like, ooh, podcast.
No, I'd
Sounds like a
literally be like,
podcast.
call me, because
Yeah.
I know that I'll fuck it up.
Yeah.
Like I know
Okay.
that it'll like I'll have to restart it.
On Instagram, if you send a voice note and you just let go, it sends
I know,
automatically.
that has
It's,
happened to me
that's so
before.
scary.
it's gambling. It's so
Oh,
funny.
I know.
It's insane.
Terrible.
And then you send
Yeah.
like 30, like, hey,
How do they not fix that?
It's so-
and you'll accidentally do it just
It's
like while you're
awful.
typing. You're
Well,
like,
you
oh
can,
shit.
You can
Yeah.
trash it, but you have
Yeah.
to be efficient with it.
It's
It's
Once
an
you start it, you
insane-
can trash it, but it'll send if you just take
I
your finger
love the
off.
rush.
I like a good voice note. I do.
I think I think it's like if it's like a short one. If you're like, I'm on my way, great.
Yes.
I can do that.
I had a voice memo that I found because I was taking up a lot of space in my phone because I was clearing out storage, and it said like I had like gigs in my voice memos, and I was like, what did I record? I accidentally recorded myself for 44 hours.
What?
Dude, what?
44 hours.
Like a voice memo?
Me just
Listen
going
to
about
it?
my day.
Did you listen? Did you like remember stuff listening to it?
Yeah, a little bit. I think I was actually like not doing much those 2 days because it was a lot of. I felt
When
like
was it?
It sounds.
a lot of pocket sounds, movies and like TV shows. I could like hear the whole thing.
Was it old or kind of recent? Like, was it from
It
like
was, like-
2018 or was it?
It was like towards the end of spring or something.
44 hours?
44 hours, man.
How's that even possible?
I don't know. I don't know how it did. It said 44 hours long.
It sent to someone.
And I would just like sit there trying to go through it, trying to piece together my
You
day.
edit it down.
And then I was like, fuck this. I'm deleting all of
Yeah.
I
it.
gotta live my
That's-
life. What am I
that's
doing?
interesting.
I was just
my
like,
God.
yeah.
Okay, this one says that their pet peeve is when people make Instagram accounts for their babies and young children.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. I also like pets. I won't follow pets now.
No,
Out
yeah.
of spite. I'm just like, okay.
Sorry, Joe.
But what if,
Yeah.
but what if you're a person of interest? Never mind.
What does that mean for a
I
crime?
don't know. I had a friend tell me one time who was like a very popular person on the internet, still is, and she made an Instagram account for her kid, and she goes, Instagram accounts are the new trust fund.
What?
That's ridiculous.
Like, because
That's
brand
a
deals?
little-
What do you mean?
Meaning like you're already, okay, trust. I'm not saying that because I believe
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That is something I would have to decide with my wife and everything on how we want to launch our kid into the world. But if you're already like a person of interest and you want to like create already an account for them, for you just post photos of that kid, and it's already going to get like tons of followers by the time whatever that kid wants to do with their life or whatever,
I see.
they've already have an account that has well over maybe 100,000 followers. They can get brand deals.
I'm
and
gonna
What
stuff.
if by the
say-
time your child is old enough to understand what it is, they're like, why did you put all
Yeah, I
these
think it's a
pictures
form of
me?
abuse, and I think there's going to be like an insane
A
number
law.
of kids who
Yeah.
have serious problems because their entire childhood was posted on the internet without their consent. Like,
yeah, we never had to deal with that.
you like imagine
So
your
weird.
home movies where you and Kevin were like dancing around or putting on a play, and then when you're now looking to read comments about it when you're from when you were 7 years old. I just think that that's an insane thing that parents do, like farm their kids for content, and I think that it's going to be a
Correct.
big
I
problem.
do believe that it's a problem where people like have that, but like I don't really feel like if I was that old, I'd be like, and then they posted videos of me, like I'd
That's
be like,
your experience,
Yeah.
but it could be.
It's such a touchy thing because it's like, I feel like, like you're their guardian until what?
Yeah, 18. Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, I get to make the decisions, but at the same time, you have to be like conscious of what they would want because
Yeah.
like it lives there forever.
I think I would have a pretty good sense of awareness of if there was something of my kid of what I wanted to share and what I wouldn't want to share. I wouldn't upload like fucking an hour-long video of my kid just running around the backyard.
Sure.
Yeah.
I
like,
think it's all like
like,
making an account that is specifically like
yeah, it's
them.
weird.
Yeah, I don't care about kids enough to like follow a kid.
Yeah. No,
On
actually,
Instagram.
good point. Good point.
Like the way Josh Peck does it, where like he'll show his kid, but you'll never see his face, and like
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't like he's not like exploiting him in any way. Like that, I think is the right way to do
See,
it. Like,
I feel
I'm
like
not that
I'd
famous
have
of a
like
person,
face
though.
and-
If I was super famous, you would never see my child. But
Yeah.
like, I don't feel like I'm a person
Like
where
if-
my kid's gonna get targeted.
okay, like say that I went to like a pumpkin patch with my kid and I like uploaded a family photo, like I'd probably keep its face in, but I'm not
Yeah.
gonna like exploit my child.
that's what I'm
by
saying.
making like a whole account.
Because that feels
I think
normal.
when you
to, like,
hide their
Facebook
face,
people.
it makes when you hide their faces, it makes
Yeah.
people want to like see
See
the
it
child
more,
more.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like blurring
It's
out
like
like
a
a
stupid
topless
emoji.
photo.
I'm
You're
like,
like,
okay.
let me see it. What does it really
Well,
look like?
What does he look like?
You know, like
yeah,
you
I
go-
think blurring the face is like that. Sometimes you have to do, but if you can just
but it's
sort
also
of
like, then just don't post the picture.
yeah, you could or just like tastefully go around not showing the kid's
Edit it
face.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
We don't have kids. We're talking out of our element
myself.
here.
What if
Yeah.
you're the most gorgeous, cutest kid in the world?
keep it to yourself.
I don't know.
Everyone thinks their
exploit your-
kid's gorgeous.
Well, I
and
think there's
perfect.
a way to do it healthily. Like I think that it's okay if you're like you want to post a picture of your baby and be like, here's my newborn baby.
Mike's baby, just shred the guitar and you're going to be like,
Yeah.
oh my God. But you're like, no, because don't want to exploit him on the internet.
I
Yeah,
think
let-
that you
let him
can have like
decide
a
what
healthy
he-
balance. If you go into it knowing that you're not doing it to be like making money off of them or like doing whatever, and you genuinely just want to like share a happy moment, then that's like one thing. But I think if you're like going in it being like, well, they're going to make a shit ton of money and it's going to be a trust fund when they get
Yeah.
older, it's like, okay, well, maybe just work harder yourself to
Give them money.
Yeah.
Don't use their own. I don't know. That's very strange. Because I just think about like, imagine you grew up on like these things that you don't know when you're 6 years old, like what the internet is or what the world is, and like.
But
what-
I can
and-
still do a brand deal if it's some toy with my kid, though, right?
I think that's
Yeah.
fine. I mean, I think
And
we're
if, or
talking
if it's some
about.
children's book that I'm reading with my kid, I don't know. I've had like tons of friends who I feel like get brand deals and they incorporate their children
Yes,
into
that's
it.
not what we're talking about. We're talking about
Yeah.
someone like setting up an account and like turning their kid into an influencer without their consent.
Yeah.
Like making them film content, making them do
Or like
things.
even family channels, like that bothers me too, sort of. Because I'm just like,
They'll have
Oh,
another
yeah.
kid for content. Yeah, like they'll
Yeah.
literally get pregnant and create a human being because they need another 9 months of
Oh,
content.
absolutely. Yeah.
That's what we're not talking about not showing your child on social media.
But-
and,
What
like,
if you're a baby? What if you have a baby and then like if I get a brand deal where it's like for some type of like blanket or stroller, I shouldn't do that?
That's
no,
not
it's-
what we're
well,
saying.
the thing
No.
is, it's first of all, it's all up
you
to
shouldn't do brand deals.
No, you can
for a
do that.
No, she's
stroller.
saying no because you're giving examples. Okay, first of all, it's all very personal, so you can do whatever you want, and it's fine for you. We're talking about accounts that are like set up for children. I feel like if you got a brand deal
well, shit,
for a
we'd
stroller,
be making
that's
more
fine.
money on my account.
Well, yeah, hello. But
it's
that's a trust fund thing. It's like
I
okay.
also think at that point as a parent, like you'd be like, well, does my baby even like this stroller? Like you'd be more
Oh,
mindful
also,
of like
you can't even have an account if you're under 13.
yeah, but that's the parents are setting up accounts for kids.
It says run
and-
by parent.
Yeah,
or
it says
whatever.
run by parents,
Oh.
and then it's just like an entire childhood getting posted on the internet.
I don't know. But if my kid's like 5 or 6 and wants to be like a rapper, like Maddie B Raps, I'm like, let's do it, baby.
Yeah, I think it's all like
I mean,
circumstantial. too.
No, it is so circumstantial,
Yeah.
and I don't know. But what if they have like a disability and you want to share it with other people? Like, I
think
want to see
that's
another
fine
kid who
if-
has like a disability and them living a great life to give other parents who have a child like that hope.
Yeah, I
That's
think it's all
different.
circumstantial.
Oh, so when they're missing a limb,
No.
they're suddenly
You-
it's
Matt,
fine.
the conversation started because you called an Instagram account a trust fund for a child. That is what we're
If you
rejecting.
set up
I
an
didn't
Instagram
say
account,
that. First off,
I know
didn't
you
say
didn't
that.
say that.
And I already said I don't agree with that. I didn't say
that's
it.
how we were saying. We're like,
Yes.
well, that in that
We
case,
are responding to that piece of
You
information.
know what my pet peeve is, guys?
it's my opinion.
I know, it's just funny. I was more trying to explore the subject.
Yeah.
No, I think it's like we had a good
You
conversation.
know what I think
about
is
it.
like I read something that parents will set up a Gmail account for their kid once they like know they're going to be born or right
I mean,
when
that's
they're born,
fair to have
and
it.
then over the course of their childhood, email that Gmail account like journal entries, videos, photos of the kid growing up, and then when the kid turns like 13 years old, you give them access to the Gmail and they can see like all of their,
Yeah.
and that's just like a private thing for them. That's like
fine.
a nice
That's
thing.
private.
but-
Baby
yeah.
book.
exactly.
The
yeah.
new age baby book.
Yeah, but like,
Gmail.
I'll definitely be using a physical form.
okay, yeah, I guess.
No iPad apps. No. Baby book.
Yeah. It's such a weird thing. Kids.
Ugh.
What's the matter with kids these days?
Matt and his musicals.
Is that Bye Bye Birdie?
Do we want to end on that or?
No.
What's the matter with kids?
Is there a if you have like a short one, we can do one more maybe. I'm so hungry though. But we
Yeah,
can do
I
one
think
more.
we can wrap it up.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
We're at an hour.
I gotta
Alright.
pee.
Okay, well, thanks again for watching another episode of Good Influences.
And thank you guys so much for your submissions. We post what the topics are going to be on our Instagram, so make sure you're following us there. It is Good Influences Pod, and you can email goodinfluencespodcast@gmail.com.
And
The audio...
all respect and shout out to the Queen. What?
Oh yes.
Oh shit!
I think
was
yours
about to
on
say
different
long
pages.
live the Queen.
No, I think you still say that.
Wait, is that bad to say?
She's dead.
I know, but it's like the concept of
Like,
her.
she'll live on forever.
Yeah.
Oh, long live the Queen forever.
And don't clip this and cancel him if that's wrong.
Yeah, we're not British. We don't know what the right things to
Yeah.
say are. But
Yeah.
love and respect to the people of England and the Queen.
Oh, gosh.
And hopefully our
crazy.
pet peeves
I
did
can't
not
believe
piss
it
you off.
happened while you were recording.
Yeah.
Have we ever been alive when a president died?
Nope.
No.
No.
Well, not an American president. I'm sure somewhere in
Jimmy,
Well, no, I know.
Oh, wait,
Jimmy Carter died, right?
while we were alive?
We were
I think so,
alive?
actually.
And George Bush Sr. died
Okay, but, like-
while we were
No, while
alive.
they were in
Conscious.
office.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Who?
Yeah.
That's what I was asking.
I think you would remember if a president died while we were alive.
I don't know. I didn't start caring until
I mean,
a few years ago.
So many things happened while we were kids. Who fucking
Yeah.
knows? So many natural disasters and
I think you know.
I am telling you I wouldn't.
Okay, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys!